Hello and welcome back to the Ballin Sisters, and I am back again, and today we are back with our Fantasy Premier League. Yes, the Premier League is back after the long international break and hopefully the last international break before the World Cup. So from now until the World Cup there are going to be no more breaks apart from any internal games which are going to be happening. That might be the Carabao Cup which might happen. Apart from that, there's going to be no more breaks coming into the Premier League, and we will have out and out action of the Premier League. So let's get straight into our Fantasy Premier League. So let me first tell you what happened with me last weekend. The last time when the Premier League was playing, we had 3 games which were not playing. So on that note, I had to play a very cautious game. And the game which I played was a 3-4-3 formation. I had 2 free hits, so which I apparently took. I didn't want to take a negative. So overall, I had 11 players in the team, but 10 were playing because one of the players was not playing, and I'll tell you who. So for my game week number 8, I had 51 points. My game week rank was 4.9 million. I had done 2 transfers. My overall score was about 436. My game overall rank has fallen drastically, and I've become from being at this level, I have fallen drastically to a lower level, and I don't like that a single bit. So unfortunately, that is what the case is going to be for me, that how am I going to be performing this week. So let me first tell you about how did my team play out in game week number 8. So I had a big decision to make between Dean Henderson and Aaron Ramsdale, who is going to be playing for me. So what happened was that Dean Henderson was playing Brentford and Ramsdale was playing Fulham. I did expect an end-to-end game between Fulham and Nottingham Forest, but then I didn't expect that Aaron Ramsdale is going to be keeping a clean sheet, apparently, which he did, and Arsenal were victorious 3-0. So he gave me 6 points, which was slightly on the lower end for me. Other than that, Henderson gave me 2 points. My backline was I had Perisic, I had Cancelo, and I had Trippier. So Perisic I had gotten in place of Trent Alexander-Arnold, and the way he performed, it was okay, because I expected a lot coming out of Spurs team, but that didn't happen. And unfortunately, he gave me just 2 points, and Alexander-Arnold was not playing. And either ways, he's not been giving ample amount of points, and the leaky defense of Liverpool was another case for me to let go of him before his points dropped. So I have Cancelo, who gave me 9 points. He played well, and City was very comfortable, victorious against Wolves. Then I had Trippier, who drew against Bournemouth. He gave me 5 points. Murphy was coming off the bench, so I knew that when I had put him in my 4-man midfield. De Bruyne gave me 10 points, Martinelli 3, and Andres Pereira 1, which was slightly disheartening because I expected Pereira to perform much better. He got a yellow card, and that is all what he did, apart from giving just 2 points and then deduction of 1 point for getting a yellow card. Greenwood was the person who didn't play for me because Leeds was not playing. And then I had Gabriel Jesus, who gave me 6 points, and Erling Haaland was my captain, so he gave me 12 points. On my bench, like I said, I had Ramsdale, and he gave me just 6 points. Now let's move into game week number 10, and what is my team going to be, who's going to be my captain, what sort. So first things first, I am not taking a wild card. I am going, and I have that feel in me, and I feel that I don't have to do an ample amount of changes. I don't need the wild card right now. So I will take the wild card slightly later on, but not right now. My team has Henderson. It's between Henderson and Ramsdale. Henderson is playing Leicester City away from home, where Leicester City is not performing. So it is a game between 19 and 20, and Brendan Rodgers really needs to win this game. I will talk all about it when I do my Premier League review as well. And then in my goalkeeper, I have got Ramsdale as on my bench. He's playing Spurs. So again, a toss of the coin. What will I do? I really don't know. But then right now, as it stands, I am going with Henderson. for being my first choice of goalkeeper. My formations have changed for this week, the week which is coming in for game week number 10. I am going with a 4-3-3 instead of a 3-4-3 which I played last week, and a 5-3-2 is a preferable formation for me, which I have done pretty well. But now I am ditching that formation and going for a 4-3-3 where I've got Perisic, who's playing Arsenal at away, which is going to be a close game. I've got the United Manchester derby which is coming in, so I've got Cancelo at the back. I've got Trippier, who's playing Fulham. I've got James, who's playing Crystal Palace. So these are the 4 games which 4 people at my back. For my midfield, like I said last week or so, I have gotten Kevin De Bruyne instead of Mohamed Salah. So he is playing in my midfield. I've got Martinelli, and I've got Luis Diaz as my third midfielder. For my front line, the substitution which I have done is I removed Greenwood. I had 3 million in the bank from last week. So I've gotten Ivan Toney, which was at a 7.3 for me, and he's playing Bournemouth away. I've got Gabriel Jesus, who's playing Tottenham Hotspurs at home, and Haaland, who's playing at home as well. So I feel this is what my standard team is going to be. The only single change which I have done is putting in Toney instead of this guy, what is his name? I forgot. I just said that, Greenwood. So instead of Greenwood, I've got Toney, and then for my Ramsdale is going to be on my bench. I've got Murphy, who's going to be playing on my bench again. As this comes off the bench, so he's going to be my first sub. Maybe not first sub. I might move Murphy to the third sub position. I get Estopina on the first sub position as my defense. I've got Andres Pereira, who's my number 2, who's going to be again on the bench from the midfield because he's playing Newcastle at home. So this is what I am playing as of now for this week. I am still in a bit of fix, and I will need your guys' help in the comment section below. Do let me know before the deadline then whom should I choose between Haaland, Toney, Jesus, Diaz or De Bruyne, because these are my 5 big players. Whom should I choose to keep? Because I am struggling because United is in form and there's a Manchester derby, so I doubt that it's going to be a high scoring goal. Spurs and Arsenal are playing, both the teams again in form, so again a big question mark. The only person who's left for me is Bournemouth at away for Toney, and the kind of play which Brentford does, Toney might be my best bet right now. But again, the prolific goal scorer of an Erling Haaland instead of a Toney, I really don't know. I may take a punt, but for now I am going safe. Before the deadline, I might change my captain to Toney or Jesus, whatever comes to my mind, or I might keep Haaland alone. So that is something which I am going to be doing for this week. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. Do like, share, subscribe, enable those notifications. And like I said, let us know in the comment section below that whom should I go in with my captain's pick for this coming week. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.